Ready for the video?
Yeah.
Let's get it. Present practice. What is vibing? This is Vish and
Natasha.
And today we'll be responding to Sadhguru's video on
How to explore every aspect of life.
do you ever find yourself stressed, anxious, or nervous? Well, that used to be me all the time. And then I found meditation. And now I've got hundreds of people on their journeys. And I will be soon coming out with something cool about meditation, so stay tuned for that. And today, I'm here with Natasha. Want to introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Natasha Ibrahim. I am a travel, health, and mindset blogger and YouTuber. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and all platforms at the Natasha Ibrahim, and here on YouTube, just Natasha Ibrahim.
All of our stuff will be in the links down below. Have you heard of Sadhguru before?
Yes, I have.
What do you know about him?
He's a spiritual guru. He's blowing up on the internet. He makes a lot of content on YouTube about meditation and just the way the world works.
Okay, cool. Well, with that, as I've learned from watching several of his videos, he is a yogi, mystic, and visionary. And with that,
Let's get into the video.
great.
If you sit here tightly fixed with your boundaries, it is you versus the universe. You versus universe is a stupid competition. Yoga means you obliterated the boundaries of your individuality, then you will see there is no such thing as my life and your life, there is just one big life happening.
How can we explore every aspect of the life without being untouched and getting attached to all the compulsive activities? We say, I don't want to drink, but somewhere we are afraid that we will be addicted to it. My question is, how can we explore every aspect of life without being untouched?
See, nobody says, I want to drink. Some people drink, some people don't. Some people who drink may drink for the pleasure of it. Some people who drink may drink because they want to drown something within themselves. Some people drink because everybody is drinking. It's an evolutionary it's an evolutionary issue, you know. When we were monkeys, if one did this, everybody did this. And some people don't drink because they think it's morally wrong. Some people don't drink because they're afraid their parents and society what they will say. Some people don't drink because they found something better within themselves. They found something far better than a drink, so it never arose in their mind that they have to drink because they're doing wonderfully by themselves. They don't need any chemical help from outside. So these are different ways. If you want to explore life, because you can only explore life, you cannot explore art, you cannot explore spirituality, you cannot explore something. You can only explore life, yes? Well, you may look at it from a certain perspective. Somebody may look at it in an artistic way, in an aesthetic way, in a musical way, in a spiritual way, but essentially we're exploring life. Even if you are looking at inanimate things, you're only exploring life because nothing happens outside of you. Everything that happens only within you, isn't it? So the only thing that you're experiencing is life. You may think this is color, you may think this is sound, you may think this is something else. No. In your experience, you're only experiencing the way different things imprint upon your life. That's the only way you can experience it, there is no other means of experience for you. So essentially, you're only exploring life because nothing else you have access to, yes? Right now I may think I'm looking at this person, but no, I am only looking at the image that happens in my mind, isn't it so? Right now, if you touch somebody next to you, think you're experiencing that person's hand. No, you only experience the sensations in your hand, isn't it so? So your entire experience of life is absolutely within you. That means You are capable of experiencing only this one life. So is it a trap that you can only experience this? No. If you experience this, then everything becomes a possibility because, see, when it comes to body, we clearly know this is my body, that's your body, 100%. This is my mind, that's your mind, 100%, isn't it? But when it comes to life, there is no such thing as your life and my life. This is a living cosmos. You just captured a little bit of it. How much you captured, how much life have you gathered within you will determine what is the scope and scale of your life. So whether you call it art, whether you call it music, whether you call it spiritual process or whatever the nature of activity, activity is a means to open up your borders of individuality so that something larger than yourself happens to you. Something larger than what you think as myself happens to you in your life. This is the purpose of love, this is the purpose of art, this is the purpose of sexuality, this is the purpose of spiritual process. Essentially, that something larger than myself must happen to me, because only if this happens, I feel trapped inside this. Yes or no? You interpret this in many different ways, but essentially what you're looking for is, you want to somehow go beyond the limitations of your own boundaries. The word yoga, you've heard of the word yoga? Hello? The word yoga means people think twisting and turning is not yoga. The word yoga means union. Union means if you sit here, there is you and the universe. If you sit here tightly fixed with your boundaries, it is you versus the universe. You versus universe is a stupid competition. Hello? Those of you who are like this all the time, it's an absolutely idiotic competition between you and the universe. If you have any sense, you don't compete with the universe, because you're a small speck in this universe. How do you compete? This is what individuality means. Individuality means you are head-on with the universe. Yoga means you obliterated the boundaries of your individuality. The distinction between what is you and what is the universe has gone down considerably. If you sit here, what is you and what is everything else is about the same in your experience. If this happens to you, then you will see there is no such thing as my life and your life. There is just one big life happening. This experience is needed. A tremendous experience is needed within you if you want to create something fantastic. If you want to create something brilliant, something unique, something truly of some significance, you need an experience. It's important that there is an experience of exuberance, joy, profoundness. But right now in the world, a whole lot of people think only in misery you can be profound. Because it is true that for most people, their pain is the most profound experience of their life. If we just stick a pin into you, just a pin, not a sword, just a pin, the pain goes to the core, isn't it? Hello? Just a little pin, 1-inch pin, if I stick it, so deep. So pain becomes profound much more easily. So a lot of people think pain is the source of profoundness. This has to change. To know profoundness of joy, to know profoundness of love, to know profoundness of exuberance and intensity of life, it takes something more.
So Natasha, what did you think of the video?
It was really good, yeah. He talked about how we only experience what we are, and life is just our experience of it.
Yes.
And I definitely agree with that. The title of the video was how can we explore different aspects of life, or
Yes.
something like that. And I definitely agree with that. Everything is our own perception of it.
Yes.
So if you, for example, I've changed what I want to do and my ideas a lot, and I feel very fluid. And I don't put boundaries on myself. I don't put myself in a box, and I don't say, oh, I am this kind of person, or this
Yes.
is my career path. I believe that you can change your career path like that if you really want to. If your ideas change or your interests change, you should be able to just change who you are. You shouldn't have to restrict yourself in those ways. So I think what he said was really great about that. And then what he said about yoga does mean union, the root of the word, and it means that you are one with the universe, and I think we are all one with the universe, and it's so important to move in flow with the universe and work with it, work with the flow of life, and the flow of ideas that come to you, and the way that you want to really live out your life. Because if you are rushing things, if you're rushing to get to the next place in your career or in your spiritual journey or in whatever it is, you're gonna get there slower, or you're going to get there in not the right way or in the right time, and you're going to be frustrated, and it's going to cause internal struggles for yourself. So don't rush things. Move at the pace that you're supposed to, and that's intended for you, and in the direction that is intended for you as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing, connecting with Sadhguru himself, as well as I think you share a lot of cool wisdom yourself. So I appreciate you teaching me and maybe the audience as well. I think that's really, really awesome to hear. And yeah, I very much resonate with a lot of the messages you had, as well as Sadhguru himself. And in particular, the whole idea of how the experience of life is within, right? And it's interesting because he even was asked about a relatively controversial topic, which is, let's say, drugs, whether it's marijuana and so all these other substances. As he says it at the end, it's not the drug that's experiencing this high, per se, or even the alcohol. It's you experiencing it with the induction of that substance. So if there's a way to naturally feel that way without these things, that's a great way. It's more clean and natural.
Yeah.
So it's really important to really emphasize the innateness or the internal experience of life. I mean, that's the only thing that we have, which is really cool. And the other thing is to put things into perspective. I mean, yes, yoga does mean union. That's very important to, I mean, not only understand, but it's also important to realize.
Yeah.
It's cool to also realize how, as he says actually, for instance, you know, this huge vastness of cosmos, there's the solar system. In that hugeness, there's a smaller subset, which is the Earth planet. And then in that Earth, there's the country, the city, the town, this place that we're staying in right now, which is Costa Luz, actually, shouts out to them. And then within that, it's us two beings right here. And then in that, we have thoughts. And then essentially, the whole idea of what he says is that we're a big man or woman in this huge universe. Meaning the mind makes us think that it's that we're this huge person, and even the thoughts that we have. I mean, just think about it. If we are this small relative to everything, imagine how little your thoughts mean, right? And so that puts into perspective your problems and issues, because they're just thoughts at the end. So yeah, that's really just the main gist of what I wanted to share. And again, I appreciate you sharing your wisdom as well.
Definitely.
Don't forget to check out Natasha, who will be down below. And I appreciate you all for watching and taking this time for the video. And would love to hear what you thought about what you've learned from exploring life, or how you explore life on your own, in the comments down below. And with that, make a great day, take it joyfully, and stay conscious.